Welcome to another episode of Life and Whiskey. As always, I'm Jordan, and today we're going to look at some stuff. Several things here that I have going on. So, if you haven't already, check out the YouTube channel, How to Drink. It's hilarious. I forget the guy's name. He does a great job. He's a great entertainer. He makes some great sounding cocktails. And as a person who's not really a cocktail drinker, I thought, man, I got to try that. So, this Christmas season here, a couple of months ago, I did his version of butter infused rum to make hot buttered rum, and I have to say, definitely check that out and give that a whirl. It's excellent. And so I drudged up. I just kind of started watching him, or I've been watching him for quite a while now, and I'm not a cocktail person, mainly because I'm lazy and I don't really want to take the time to make a cocktail. That being said, I also really just enjoy a neat pour of whiskey. I don't even do the ice thing anymore. I mean, there was a time, I don't know, 10 years ago that I probably drank. I did drink a lot of whiskey on ice. Not so much anymore, but I started getting into stuff, and my hunting partner, he's big into sours and old fashions and stuff like that. And so I was like, I'm just gonna dive in on this stuff. So I found a bunch of cocktails, different recipes, and then I tried to find on the How to Drink YouTube channel his versions of these drinks, just because he seems to have a good twist on everything, or a better way of improving things. But I'm just going to run through this list first of the cocktails that I have kind of hunted down, and then I bought the Drambuie specifically for those, to start making some of these cocktails. Um, you know what? No, we're not going to read through this. Stay tuned to the next episode. I'm going to read through the list. We're going to talk about bitters that I'm making, different ingredients that I bought, stuff like that. We're going to focus on the Drambuie here for this episode. This will be kind of short. Again, no research, no history, no nothing. But what Drambuie is, there's really no substitute for it. It's its own thing. It's from the Isle of Skye. It's a unique blend of aged Scotch whiskey, so it's Scotch, heather, honey, herbs, and spices. So it's a flavored Scotch liqueur. It's ringing in at 40% ABV, and you can pick this up pretty much at any liquor store. You should be able to find it. I will tell you in the next episode kind of my little story here that I have with buying these things. But I will tell you, I picked this particular bottle up for $41.39. And mind you, that was at the most expensive liquor store here in town. That was just a big mistake on my part. I should have gone somewhere else. But nonetheless, let's get into Drambuie. You can see it's very syrupy and thick and viscous in the glass, has the color of honey, has its own smell. So, for those of you who are not familiar with the scent of heather, there's a star anise flavor in there, so a little bit of black licorice kind of. It smells sugary sweet with that anise, almost like a whorehound candy. There's a little something else on the back end, but there's that heather note, which is a flower you can find in Scotland. Has a little bit of a leather note in there as well. And it also has a little bit of a grain alcohol, neutral grain spirit kind of a smell in there mixed in with all that as well. But that's kind of riding on the back of that anise note. Now, it doesn't I don't know. I didn't look at the bottle to see what all spices were in there, but that's basically what we got going on in this. And this is largely, now you could pour it over ice if you wanted, but it's largely used in cocktails, often as a sweetener. You can use it instead of a simple syrup in a lot of things. Yeah, there's a lot of spice and baking spice notes going on in there as well. Let's give it a try. Very viscous mouthfeel. Very, very, very sweet. Don't really taste the ethanol at all. It's very candy-like. It does have a little bit of that horehound on the back end of it, where it's that black licorice along with some other herbs. But it's mainly just sweet and herbs, and yeah, like you get that honey, so it's like watered down honey. Um, Kind of almost has a creamy mouthfeel to it. Uh, it's really good. It's very sweet. I would not want to drink it by itself. Definitely not a neat pour thing. And I can see why it blends perfectly in with a lot of different whiskey cocktails as a sweetener, replacing that simple syrup, but it also brings a lot more to the table where you get a lot more notes than just sweet. Excuse me, my dog's eating insulation like a yum yum. Sorry about that. My dog's still a pup. Hopefully that didn't rip her up too bad and she didn't actually swallow it. But um, yeah, aside from that, give it a try and check out the next video. So that's just kind of a little review of what Drambuie is. We're going to get into cocktails. We'll get into my cocktail story there a little bit more. And yeah, so go ahead, drop in the comments what you can find a bottle of Drambuie for. I think I looked at the cheaper liquor store here in town and it was something like $30. So $10 cheaper. I got taken in the shorts, but as you'll find out in the next video, that wasn't the only thing. So yeah, drop in the comments down below what you can find it for in your area, what your experience is with it, and what your favorite cocktail is that you use Drambuie in. Yeah, so in the next video, we're going to talk about the different ingredients and things that I have, and then perhaps in the forthcoming videos, we'll maybe make a couple cocktails or something like that. So stay tuned, drop in the comments down below, let me know what you think. You guys have yourselves a good rest of the day, and we'll catch you in the next video.